the uncut classic right here.
The more I see, the more I do. Don't tell me it's the father, cause he don't wanna know what's going on. Cause white girl.
If you guys don't know who the fuck Mighty Casey is, where the fuck were you when BET was on and had the uncut shit, and this is always on? It's like fucking homemade music video. What an instant fucking classic. But anyways, what is up, you sparkly vampire penises? I'm McStud, and welcome to the motherfucking McStud show. But first, tasty beverage. Cheers, bitches. Man. Happy Sad Monday, everybody. Just kidding, because bad Mondays are really just a mindset. Get over it, pussies. Anyways, I was actually having trouble coming up with something to do for the show tonight. And up until a few minutes ago, while I was sitting at the kitchen table, baby girl, it just hit me. So, just bear with me and follow along, because I swear it's all gonna fucking make sense. So you guys know how it's always been dudes meeting up at rest areas or random bathrooms to hook up with other dudes, right? Like throughout history of the men's room, the rest areas, and there goes Dookie. But, most of the time, it's fucking straight men who are married to a woman participating in these sorts of activities. Yes, activities. And I say straight men, but let's be real. They are at least bisexual or something, or pan, or whatever the fuck they got going on right now. And that's okay. But why get married to a woman and sneak around and fuck dudes? You know why? Because it's all about image with these manly men. They don't want no one to call them like a fag or a queer or the dreaded homosexual. Get over yourselves, motherfuckers. Come on, guys. It's fucking 2025. If you want to fuck other dudes, it's okay. Women want to fuck other women. It's okay. It's okay. Do what the fuck you want to do. All I care about is that you're fucking happy with whatever it is you decide to do. And if you wonder why Duke's whining, because baby girl's at the back door smoking, and he's just being whiny. But anyways, the shit I started thinking about, let's just say, when are supposedly straight people going to start getting caught at transgender rest areas and restrooms hooking up for sex? Let's just flip the script. Let's just say, for instance, we got a gay married couple, could be men or women, doesn't matter, but they meet up. Then one of the people in the couples, they just, in any couples, they meet up at these rest areas to have some straight sex. And they got some dude just shows up to the rest area, heads over to that urinal next to a stall with that little hole drilled into it, which is the glory hole, a real glory hole. And he turns around, flashes a junk at the hole, and the lady in the stall, she knocks. And next thing you know, they're in the stall making sweet romantic love at the rest area. And then some poor trans woman walks in and hears the raucous going on. I was like, oh my God, they're having sex. And then calls the cops. Now, I know I've mentioned this before, but if you haven't watched my shit on the regular, you may be asking yourself, McStud, how do you know how this whole process works? Well, let me tell you. Back when I was in college, from 2000 to 2005, Van Wildering it, really, I ended up having to take a summer class, or some summer classes, and one of those classes was sociology. And our professor one morning, as I'm in class, he turns on the fucking projector, and it says the tea room trade. And then he proceeds to... Well, wait, let me just spell it out. If you Google the tea room tray, tea like iced tea, T-E-A, it was apparently a book written by a sociologist back in the 70s, 1970 or something like that, that describes all this shit. He followed these men around and was the watch queen at the door, which the watch queen was the person that watched at the door to see if anyone was coming while these other dudes fucked each other. Pretty much the lookout, and so while this is already a surprising and a what the fuck kind of lesson, this professor goes on to tell us some areas where these tea rooms were currently, like specifically one on the interstate near campus, and then one on campus. So, you know, I'm pretty sure we all left class that day like, what in the ever-living fuck? This dude either participated or was or is involved in some way or form. You know, and then he decides to dedicate entire class session to this. So yeah, this idea was spurned in my head by this class that I took in probably 2003, roughly. I'm thinking, I guess. And I was forever changed after that, because now I think about the shit every once in a while. But if you ever watched the movie There's Something About Mary, which is a classic movie, you know, when they all get caught at the rest area and all those dudes are fucking, they're like, we were just peeing, you know. According to this weirdo studies, 54% of those dudes were married to a woman. So there you go. The more you know. Let's listen to White Girls. I'm McStud. Thanks for watching.